another feature. The next one we've added is the applies to presenting information to your client on another important document. In this case, the client invoice. Let's say that we have some time to bill for one of the Carter's projects. So I'm going to go over to our accounting tab, jump on our client invoice window, and I'm going to go ahead and add a new invoice for the Carters. And we can see I have several time entries that I need to bill. As you can see, the designer associated with the project is Chris. And if I go ahead and select all of my time entries, you can see the price being calculated for us along the bottom. We'll click OK to generate the invoice. Let's go ahead and print and we can see our front invoice being generated for us. And as many of you know, we have other ways of providing additional information about time entries, such as the detailed time charges, or we call the time supplement. But Chris Jenkins was our designer on the project, but notice Ashley Brandon has done all of the work at this point. Now, that may be absolutely fine, but perhaps the client in question might not be too happy if Chris didn't do the bulk of the work, particularly if we as a company always bill the same rate to the client, regardless of which employee provided the work or performed the work. So I may not want my employee name to be associated with all of my time entries. Well, we have a setting now that can prevent that. So let's go ahead and close our invoice without accepting. I'm going to go to File in the top left corner of the program and go to Company Information and Settings, Advanced, and I'm going to go to the Invoice tab. And you can see along the right-hand side, we have a new option called Suppress Time Employee. This is a company-wide option. So basically, our company is either going to show the employee name or not. So you can't be done on a project basis. It's really an overall company decision, as we found to be the standard with working with designers upon asking for such an option. We'll go ahead and click OK to save our change. And now let's go ahead and generate our invoice. So if we hop over to our detailed time charges now, notice Ashley's brand is not being shown. The employee column is completely being hidden at this point. So you have the ability to not show which employee was performing any of the work. Secondly, you simply might enjoy the aesthetic of the format at this point. You have a much more area for your description of the time, design time being presented. So you have a lot more room with the description, and that would in turn make a shorter invoice in general. So the new option is being able to actively suppress the employee name being shown on the detailed time charges and the time supplement as well.